Hi cats and kittens, this is Mike from SEKTS Band. I write EDM and pop to help people who are also in recovery from sexual abuse. This is my second voice blog, and if you continue to listen, I'll continue to make them. My hope here with these little videos is that by sharing my thoughts and experiences, I can give some comfort to others who are also struggling the same ways I am. I know that when I began processing what happened to me, I really wanted a safe way to hear other voices like mine. And I found a lot of people talking about abuse, but all of those people are what I call trauma-focused. Bold and honest confessions of what happened to them. And the people making those just amaze me. I mean, honestly, they're really brave, and that's not something I can do yet. I mean, but without taking away from that, after the confession, there's not a lot out there from or by people living with sexual trauma. So I hope that I can help others who are looking to fill that same void in the community of care that I noticed. That's also what I'm hoping to do with my music with this band. I want to offer something different for people like me. I mean, I have serious issues with the way abuse survivors are handled in the mass media. Any character in a movie or TV show that was abused only has two roads to take. Either they succumb to depression and kill themselves young, or they live long enough to become monsters. The only reflection of ourselves we see are either dead or serial killers. And if you're struggling with abuse and all that you see is those two dead-end paths, you're not going to feel optimistic about getting help. So that's why I started this project. To sing about abuse and recovery in a way that helps other survivors see a positive path for them to walk. If I had something like this in my life when I was starting out, it would have been different, is all I'm saying. It took me 10,000 days from the day the abuse ended to get into therapy. That's 10,000 days living with trauma running my life. That's 10,000 days of flashbacks and nightmares, reliving the 5 years I spent being abused. Any easier path to recovery? Yeah, that's what I want to do for people. I want to make that transition easier. Taking the step to get into therapy and talk about my experiences was hard. And it got a lot harder after that. But little by little, that big monster in my head got smaller and smaller. And there's more room for me to think my own thoughts and have my own feelings. Which is what my first single, Free to Love, is about. Free to Love has two parts. I think of them as before and after. The rap section, which starts the song, is a laundry list of what being unable to love myself did to me. And when the music kicks in, it's actually about a specific moment I had in therapy. The first time I cried in therapy was when my therapist heard me choose not to talk about something, and she let me. And I said I was surprised I didn't have to talk about it. And she responded, "You're surprised because I let you choose? Maybe because you didn't have a choice when you were young?" And I broke down because she nailed it. That moment was incredible. It was the first progress I made, for sure, and it was a type of freedom. It closed the door on parts of what happened to me, and it did change me. I mean, it took months to get there, to lay the groundwork for being able to understand what she said. I mean, I couldn't have walked in day one and she said that in our first session and I got better. But building to that moment and the release of having a choice, to my own self mattering, that's what Free to Love is about. I'm hoping the message comes through when it's released later this week, and that anyone who was hurting can get some comfort out of it. I'll put it on the channel as soon as it hits Spotify and iTunes. In the meantime, your support really does mean a lot to me at this point. I'm just starting out and I'm trying to reach people in the way I wish I had been reached when I was looking to get better. So please like, share, comment, subscribe so I can keep doing this. Thanks for listening, and hey, take care of yourselves, everybody.